at the time, OMB was in this crisis. The OMB was MacGyvering together this slapdash effort to try to make it look legal that the president was illegally holding up military aid to Ukraine. And OMB officials are quitting in protest and saying, we can't do this. This is illegal. And they're installing their own Trump political appointee to take over the process because all the career people keep saying at meeting after meeting, hey, this is illegal. We can't do this. At the same time that's going on at that agency, hey, look at that. Now we know somebody at that office, somebody at OMB, is repeatedly on the phone with Rudy Giuliani? Wait a second. Rudy Giuliani, the president's personal lawyer, who has no government job, is on the phone with the Office of Management and Budget? Quote, in the mid-afternoon of August 8th, someone using a telephone number associated with the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, called Mr. Giuliani, and the call lasted for nearly 13 minutes. Mr. Giuliani called the OMB number and the White House Situation Room several more times that evening. I mean, this is an agency. This is the White House Budget Office, right? This is the Office of Management and Budget. They're in charge of dispersing the money that the federal government spends. It's a big deal agency with a lot of people who work there, serious people, right? Here's a serious agency with a real job to do. That's in the middle of a crisis here because of the president ordering this illegal hold. People are quitting. People are being yanked out of their jobs after pointing out that the orders coming down from the White House, specifically from the president, are likely illegal. The agency is defying its own staff warnings. Staff keep telling them, hey, holding up this military aid is illegal. We can't do it. And in the middle of that, the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, is on the phone directly with that agency, with the Office of Management and Budget, while that is all going down. Oh. And it's not the only time. Giuliani is on the phone directly to OMB back in April as well. What's that about? I mean, knowing Mr. Giuliani's history, it's possible those are butt dials. Have you ever accidentally butt dialed a White House agency? I haven't either. But I mean, why would the Office of Management and Budget need to be talking to Rudy Giuliani, who, again, is not a government official?
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.